All right, everybody, we're live right here on July the 12th, 2022, 3650 Alabama. Jack Yates more, and we giving all this water to these kids out here in spring training for Jack Yates football team for 2022, y'all. And we got some good volunteers have came out here and donated water, such as Major King for Jack Yates class of 1968. He also brought his uncle out here with him, and and I got Mr. Marcus Brooks. So we're out here, and we finna go show you some of these Jack Yates Lions football guys of 2022. And all right, everybody, we're live right here in 3650 Alabama, Jack Yates High School, their football team for 2022. And I got my good friend, Coach Monroe. Monroe, this is your new lineman, I talked to Mr. Butler and we all hyped up over this 2022 Jack Yates football team this year. We say we got more kids coming out here than we ever had in the last 4 or 5 years. Is that right, Monroe?
Yeah, man. I mean, they coming, they steadily coming. The one thing I like about them is they're real respectful, and they actually don't have a problem doing the work. You know, I guess you call me from the Luther Booker School of Football. Mm-hmm. So, man, I'm taking them through hell to get them to heaven, but they ain't complaining. They just doing the work.
You know, and I see what you're doing, and it still reminds me of Coach Pat Patterson, because Coach Pat Patterson laid the ground rule for Coach Booker. Yeah. And to see Coach Booker and to see that you came from under Coach Booker and you using the same format that Coach Booker used, it's amazing, because this is Jack Yates football here.
Exactly. I mean, we needed to embrace the new school, but we also needed to incorporate some old school.
Okay, now our new football coach, what's his name?
Raphael Thomas.
Coach Thompson.
Thomas.
Coach Thomas. Yeah. Okay, now these are your linemen for 2022?
First team offensive line.
All right.
I ain't got no babies. I mean, this year, you know, our main problem has been the offensive line. Not having the right personnel and not having the kids give the maximum effort. But right now, what you see standing with me is a starting offensive line for this year. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves. And I'm just telling you, we spoon feeding them gunpowder. That's what we're doing. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves one by one. Your name, your grade.
We got Jeremy James, class of 2023.
Simon Evans, class of 2023.
Tristan Gaddison, 2027.
Kamar Emanuel, class of 2024.
Arthur Hines, class of 2024.
Jordan Andrews, class of 2025.
So as you can see, put the word out that we ain't coming to play games, not this year. We're coming to win a state championship, because that's what we should be playing for every time we hit the field. So we appreciate all of y'all out there, especially y'all that brought water. The kids needed the water, we appreciate it. We need more water if you can get us some more water. But at the end of the day, you finna see a new, old school brand of Jack Yates football, the way we supposed to play it. Thank you.
Jack Yates football team for 2022, y'all. Spring training right here with Coach Thomas and his staff.
Volunteering his time to come out here and help us get better. Everybody understand that? Yes, so respect is something we're going to have. We're going to have respect. We won't have nothing else, we're going to have respect. Everybody understand that? Yes, sir. Okay, hey, work your ass off. Okay? You got to build it. Wait, look. Hey, gotta build in your eyes, man. Hey, last time saying, in your eyes. We're gonna get back on that line. It's about respect, dog. And old shit is over. We're not gonna focus on that. We're gonna focus on what's in front of us. Everybody understand that?
Yes, sir.
Hard work, perseverance, determination, encouraging one another gonna get us what we're trying to do. Everybody understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hey, Caleb Boyce, get in the middle, break it down. You had a good day.
Yeah.
Hey, fellas, hey, you did not see.
Yeah, that's the water for you guys, man.
All right, thank you.
Now, thank you guys for coming out here. What's your name, young man?
Tristan Gaddison.
All right, and what grade you in?
9th grade freshman.
All right. Congratulations to Jack Yates. All right, everybody, we're live right here at Jack Yates High School, 3650 Alabama, and I got Mr. Butler. And Mr. Butler is over the Jack Yates program. And Mr. Butler, tell us about this. Everybody talking about this new football team we got. There's so many kids have came out here, and there's more kids than you have in the last 3 or 4 years.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. We got a new young coach named Raphael Thomas. He's coming in from Lufkin, Texas, and he's really energized the program. A lot of the kids are coming out, they're working hard, and we're really looking forward to this new season that's coming up.
Okay, now we know about this new season, 2022 new season, and Jack Yates being in the Class 4A class, along with Wheatley and Cashmere and Booker T and Worthing. You know, and it's so good because they got them in that category where all of these are the original black high schools that we had here in Houston. And it's so good to know that they're playing against, they're in the same division.
Right.
And, you know, the knowing that, you know, that everybody always talk about the Jack Yates homecoming. You know, and the homecoming this year would be with Phyllis Wheatley?
The homecoming against Phyllis Wheatley is on a Saturday night, 6 o'clock. It's going to be a packed house, and they're going to see a great game.
You know, now, another good thing, too, you know, because, see, with me coming out of Jack Yates in 67, and we always had a good rivalry between Jack Yates and Phyllis Wheatley. But another good rivalry that I noticed last year when I videoed some of the game was the Madison game. Man, we had a lot of people out there at the Madison game.
Right. That we play Madison the second week. That first game is against Dallas Carter, but that second week we play Madison, and everybody's looking forward to that game. We beat Madison last year, so they want revenge against us, but we got something for them this year.
And will that be played at Barnett, or will it be played at Butler again?
It'll be at Barnett Stadium.
Wow, and that's gonna be the kickoff thing, because those guys, I went out there and showed these guys out there working, and their attitude is so good, Mr. Butler, because I know you come from the old school and you demand respect.
Yes, sir, and that's one thing we like about Coach Thomas is the discipline aspect. He really has our kids working hard, and they being respectful and disciplined, and I think people gonna see a new Yates. They're gonna be real surprised when they see our boys this year.
Wow, and I really thank you, Mr. Butler, for taking time out to talk about the new 2022 Jack Yates football team and the program that is going on over here at Jack Yates, and knowing that we got a new coach that came from Lufkin, Coach Thomas, and the attitude that he brought over here with him. And I know you've been with Jack Yates, I know, for the last 15 years that I've been watching you, and you have really known how far this school have came and how far it went back and how far they came back.
Right. We are on the rise. We coming back. I know people have wrote us off for dead, but if Yates is not dead and we coming back, and like I said, the whole city gonna stand up this year. They're gonna see what we doing here over here at Yates. Not only in football, but basketball and volleyball. We got a new coach. In band, we got a new band director, and they're gonna be really surprised when they come out and see the boys and the girls being coached by Greg Wise.
And you know, and it's so good that everybody know Coach Wise is a winning coach, just like Coach Book and Coach Patterson. That's his tradition. That's his MO. And you know, and Yates girls have always been in the district playoff anyway for the last 15, 20 years.
Right. And we're gonna take it to a different level this year in all sports. That's one of the things that Principal Gillett has focused on, is getting our athletics and sports teams back to the way it used to be, but also academics. They're gonna be really surprised to see how well our student athletes succeed this year.
And you know, we get here and we talk about the Jack Yates International Black World Scholar, and Jack Yates is only the 5th school that give this.
Yes, that's correct.
You know, and you know, to see how well Jack Yates have doing academic.
Yes.
You know, only 5 schools in the whole state, in the whole city of Houston made it.
Right, and I want everybody to understand that also, you don't just have to go to Yates to get an athletic scholarship. We had over almost $1 million in academic scholarships given out to students this year. So not only in athletics are we succeeding, but also academically. And so don't believe everything that you hear. Come see for yourself. We open all summer. Come see for yourself what we're doing over here at Yates.
And you know, and it's so good, Mr. Butler, that you're inviting us alumni to come over here and see the new Jack Yates at 3650 Alabama. And you know that the doors are open to us. The only thing we have to do is come in here with our driver's license or some identification and sign in, and someone will help us and tour us and take us over to school to let us see what we are doing here at Jack Yates at 3650 Alabama. Is that right?
Yes, sir. They are more than welcome. Any alumni, especially the fabulous 50s, 60s, come to the school, show your ID, Ask Mr. Butler. We will show you around. The doors are open. We want you to come back. We want you to give back to the community and talk to our kids.
Thank you so much, Mr. Butler, for your time.